That's what Krishna. So Krishna told 18 chapters, 700 verses in Bhagavad Gita. The message is, come back to me. Come back to me. You are my children. So come back to me. That's what Krishna's message. This message actually personally inspired me so much. By hearing to this sloka only, I got interest in Krishna consciousness. And thus I started chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra regularly. So that is our goal of life. If you go to the main temple of Balaji, exactly opposite to that there is one mandapam is there by name Golla Mandapam. Golla Mandapam. 1,000 years back, so this temple is in the hill. It's very difficult to reach up to here to worship Lord, to perform festivals. So many festivals used to happen down in Padmadev temple. So once Ramanujacharya decided to celebrate all the festivals on the top of the hill. So for that, many facilities are required. There must be some Madavidhi, that means a road, Parikrama road around the temple. And then quarters of pujaris. And for people who wear services, they cannot come every day up and down. They cannot do like that. Okay, they have to stay here only. So then Tirumal Nambi and Anant Alvan, there are the great devotees of Lord, and they are taking care of those works under the guidance of Ramanujacharya. So there is one lady is there. She is actually cowherd lady. Sell buttermilk for the devotees who come for darshan. Thus she used to earn her livelihood. But surprisingly, she gives free buttermilk for all those devotees who work for temple construction there, to develop renovate and develop temple over there. For all the workers and pujaris, she used to give freely, buttermilk. In Telugu, that's called as challa. Okay, majjiga or challa. So then one person comes and asks, why you are giving like this? You get little money by selling this buttermilk. Why you are giving like that? So then she tells, it seems, to the person that చల్లిస్తే భగవంతుడు నన్ను చల్లగా చూసుకుంటాడు. If I give buttermilk, Lord will take care of me very nicely. No, she used to tell like that. So then almost temple works are getting over. They are almost a verge of completion. Then she goes to Tirumal Nambi and then Anant Alva. She requests that please, they both the devotees, they speak to Lord. Such is the level of those devotees. So both the devotees, they speak to Lord regularly. So I had that both of you speak to Lord regularly. So please tell Lord to grant me moksha. I want to go back to Godhead. Please request Lord that I go back to Godhead. Then they hear, they laugh, and then they tell, okay, no problem, I will speak to Lord. Then next day they come. They come and tell, see, we spoke to Lord about to request. Sincerely, we spoke to Lord. And Lord told, our recommendation is not sufficient to take you back to Godhead. You require a recommendation of a great devotee than us. Who is that? Ramanujacharya. So Ramanujacharya currently is there in the Padmadev temple, and he will come in 15 days. Okay. So wait for some time. After he comes, you can please speak to him. Then she is eagerly waiting when the Acharya will come. 15 days are over. Then Ramacharya comes on to top. Then he comes to know that one lady is nicely taking care of all the people who are working for the temple renovation. Then one day that lady comes to Ramanujacharya. So Ramanujacharya, when he was sitting, she comes and asks again, my dear great Acharya, you are a great devotee of Lord. So please put a request to Lord that please grant me moksha. to please grant him moksha. Then Ramayacharya also laughs and tells, okay, temple construction almost completed. Brahmos are going to come. Are going to come. You sponsor flowers for the Brahmosa festival. Okay. So then whatever money she is having, little money she has, and then with all the money she purchases so many flowers, different varieties of flowers, and grandly devotees celebrate Brahmotsava. So then Brahmos is over. That night, again, that lady goes to Ramanujacharya and asks, what about my request? So then Ramanujacharya writes on a leaf that please grant moksha to this lady. As soon as he gives that leaf to her, she holds her. Immediately, she disappears, it seems. She goes back to Vaikuntha Loka.
Haribo.
See that lady's desire to go back to Godhead. She is very eagerly, waiting for the opportunity to go back to Godhead. How many of us that much eagerness to go back to Godhead? Oh, two hands. Somebody is raising. Very good. Someone not raising. At least you should have desire. That is the ultimate goal of life. It's not that you become a CEO. There are immediate goals to maintain or sustain our life. But ultimate goal of everybody is to go back to Vaikuntha Loka. The place where there are no anxieties, that's called Vaikuntha Loka, Vigata Kunta. Kunta means anxieties, Vai means no. The place where there are no anxieties is Vaikuntha Loka. So that is our home. We have to go there, everybody. We came to Tirumala, daily we are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and we wait for Mangalarti, and then we are attending, Darshanarti, Guru Puja, we are doing services, we are reading Bhagavad Gita, many services are doing. All these things are, the goal is to go back to Godhead. So this should never be forgotten, all the devotees. Okay? Every day we should remember, every day, that my goal is to go back to Godhead. Bhagavatam says, in Bhagavatam purpose, Srila Prabhupada says, that every day, people, devotees have to remember their death. Every day, morning, you have to remember your death, it seems. Why? Death is imminent. Any day it will come. Suddenly, without a notice it will come. And your opportunity is over as human being. In the Tirupati temple, down our temple is there, I met one old person. Maybe 70 plus years, 75 like that, he will be there. So I asked, how are you? So he was telling, Prabhuji, I am near to Narakaloka, far away from Vaikuntha Loka. So I asked how many rounds he's chanting daily. He's telling he's chanting every day, 48 rounds it seems. Humbly he's telling. Okay. So there he's very serious because he's telling very clearly my time is over. Any day my time will be completed. So very serious. So because why? He knows very clearly that death is towards him. So we think that nothing happens to me. I am very young, energetic. I'm jumping. I'm running. Running and climbing steps. We think like that. Who knows? In between, our life is over. Okay. So we should be very serious. So that's why we are coming to this Dham to remember our ultimate goal of life and purify us, purify ourselves. Sincerely practice Krishna consciousness. That's the purpose of practicing Krishna consciousness and all this kind of Dham visits. To remind once again that our goal of what is the goal of life. And this place is a very, very important place. It is mentioned in various Puranas like Vishnu Purana, Padma Purana, Brahmavayutta Purana, and many more Puranas. Almost at least 7-8 Puranas mention about the Leelas of Lord Venkateshwara. And detailedly mentioned in Venkateshwara Mahatyam. One Purana is there like that. So he tells that before to Lord Venkateshwara, so this is the abode of Varaha. We have Dasavataras, no? One of the avatars is Varaha Avatara. So for many years, Earth is inside the Garbhodaka ocean because Hiranyakashipu throws Earth from its orbit into Garbhodaka ocean. You see, universe is like a globe. Okay, like ball is there, ball. Like that, universe will be there. Inside, our planets will be there. Bhurloka, Bhurloka, Januloka, Mahaloka, Tapoloka, and Brahmaloka, all the lokas will be there. Attala, Vintala, Suttala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala, lokas will be there. Actually, in that ball, in that universe, half is filled with Garbhodaka ocean, and half will be is like a sky where all these planets fly in the sky. And then Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha moves out of orbit and throws into Garbhodaka ocean. So for many years it will be there inside the ocean only. So then Varaha comes, Lord Vishnu comes in Varaha, goes deep into that ocean and then picks up that with his tusks and then brings outside. And then he again keeps in the orbit and fights with Hiranyaksha and kills him. So when he kills like that, all the devatas and sages, they request Lord to stay in this on this earthly planet for some years and establish the dharma again, establish proper situations on the earth, proper atmosphere on earth, and then rule the earth. So then Lord Varaha orders Garuda to bring a mountain, a big mountain from Vaikunta for his stay. Then immediately Garuda goes to Vaikunta Loka and brings the mountain. Okay, and and this is that mountain exactly.
Haribol.
So this is in the form of Sheshachala. Actually, that is Ananta Shesha, in the form of snake. Actually, Ananta Shesha only, these hills. So that's why this is called as Sheshachala hills. And in modern language, currently people are calling as Nallamara forest, forest range, all this. So then exactly at the Pushkarani, nearby on the hill, Lord Varaha stays. Still the temple is there. Okay. So before going for darshan of the Lord, one should have darshan of Padmavati Devi first, and then Varaha, and then goes for darshan. And today also, after this discussion, we will be leaving you. You can go for Tanshar, Hadshav, and then take bath in that Pushkarini, and then go to the temple of Varaha, side by will be there, have darshan, and come for the Q complex for darshan. So then this is a very, very sacred place. On this place, head of this mountain, temple of Lord Varaha and the Balaji temples are there. And in middle is Ahobilam, Ahobilam Swami ki.
Jai.
And at the end is Sri Sailam, Mallikarjuna Swami temple is there. It is said that on this hill, there are sacred tirthas are there. Total 108 tirthas are there. Tirthas means they are like water bodies, waterfalls. In our temple, down Hare Krishna temple is there. No, opposite to that there is one tirtha is there. What that name? Anybody knows? Kapila Tirtha. Kapila Muni, performed tapasya there, and his tapasya, Lord Shiva appears at that place. Okay, so that is on tirtha. And then there are inside there is some more tirthas are there. Akasa Ganga, Papanashanam, and then Ramakrishna Tirtha. Hare Krishna. Okay, and then inside there is Tumbura Tirtha is there, and they don't allow. Only you can able to access Kapila Tirtham, Papanashanam, and then Akasa Ganga. Okay, And inside the forest, many tirthas are there. You cannot go inside. They don't. In a year, certain days they allow. For some tirthas, if you have to go, it's adventurous journey. You have to go deep into forest, and then people who know swimming only allowed. You have to swim for some some distance. You have to swim for some distance carefully, and then you have to go to some tirtha. There's one tirtha is there by name Tumbara Tirtha, like that.
Hare Krishna. Tumbura Tirtha. So many sacred tirthas are there. Like the total 108 tirthas are there. But no need to worry. If you take bath in Pushkarini, the temple pond which is there side by the temple, it is said that all the tirthas water, accumulates at this place. If you take bath, it is equal to taking bath in all the 108 tirthas. Even Abhishekam water, the Charnamuta, every day, every Friday they do Abhishekam for the Lord. And then many more festivals, all the water comes and gathers at that place in the Pushkarni. So all of you ready to take bath?
Haribol!
So don't miss the opportunity. So please take bath there. And then after Krishna wound up his pastimes on the circular planet at the end of Dwapar Yuga, and after some years Kali Yuga starts. So this that time many rishis, they're actually performing great yajna, all the great sages, because Kali Yuga is going to start. People become very sinful. So to establish dharma for the benefit of all the population, all the people on this earthly planet, they perform great yajna. They perform yajna for almost more than 1,000 years, it seems. Then at the end, that yajna phala has to be offered to, the Lord, the Supreme Lord. And all the rishis, they want to know who is actually supreme in Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu. So then they elect one great rishi. He is the topmost rishi by name Brugumani or Kano Maharshi. And this Brugumani, he goes to Brahmaloka. Okay. So in Brahmaloka, Brahma is fully immersed in hearing the music of Saraswati Devi. She is playing on the veena. She is totally engrossed in that music. And such a great sage he came, but he did not receive him. So he becomes very angry at the Lord Brahma, and he curses Lord Brahma that nobody worship you in the earthly planet. That's why even though he is the supreme human being, supreme personality on this material, in this material world, actually don't find temples of Lord Brahma anywhere. Okay. So very little, 1 or 2 temples I have seen, but like the temples we have for you see Ganesha and then many more devatas. You don't find temples like that for Lord Brahma. Very it's almost not there. So then he goes to Kailasha, Brugumani. He goes to Kailasa, and then Shiva is like actually brother for him, for Brugumani. And then he's at the entrance of the Kailasha, and Shiva is totally engrossed in dancing with Parvati Devi. Shiva is a great dancer. He's fully engrossed, and he also forgot to receive. He did not observe also, and did not receive that Brugumani, and he becomes very angry, and he shouts. Then Shiva comes to his senses and then goes to him, "My dear brother, you have come," and then he hugs him. He becomes more irritated, and then he curses Lord Shiva that you will worship it as a Shiva Linga, not as a your form. Krishna, you worship the form of Krishna. Balaji worship the form, but Shiva is worshipped as a Shiva Linga, like that. So then he goes to Vaikuntha. In Vaikuntha, Lord Vishnu is nicely sleeping. Saraswati, Lakshmi Devi is nicely massaging the legs and then he is sleeping. And he also did not receive Brugumani. He becomes very angry and goes towards him and then kicks with the leg on the chest of Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu immediately wakes up and doesn't become angry. And then he receives him very nicely, makes him sit on the Anantasesha, and then massaging his leg. His leg. He is having one eye, down the feet. Okay. So it is very powerful because of that eye. Then slowly by doing massage, he presses that eye. Then all his ego comes down. And he understands that what a mistake he has done up to now. Lord Vishnu, he is Supreme Lord. And then, even though I did like this, offended him, he is very humbly, serving me. So he is the Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord. So then, finally, that's how he concludes Brugumani. But all this Lakshmi Devi is saying, that Brugumani came and kicked on the chest of Lord Vishnu. That's the place of Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi Devi is on the chest of Lord Vishnu. And he did not do anything, and he is massaging that person who kicked on my place. She becomes very angry, and she leaves Vaikuntha. And then, she comes down, to the earthly planet. In search of him, Lord Vishnu also comes to the earthly planet. And she is not visible anywhere. She goes to one place by name Kolhapur. In Maharashtra it is there. Still if you find the grand Lakshmi Devi temple is there. She goes to that place and performs tapasya. And Lord Vishnu is searching so much, nowhere, he could find her. And finally, at this place, he takes shelter of an ant hill. Okay, he goes inside the ant hill. And Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, they are seeing the situation of Lord Vishnu. Pathetic situation, something we have to do, we have to help the Lord. Then both of them go to Lakshmi Devi and see your husband is like this. He stopped eating all kinds of foods and he's under the ant hill. So Brahma says, I will become calf and Shiva becomes cow. You sell both of us to the Chola king. This place is ruled by one Chola king. So Chola king has many cows. They graze those cows at this area. When we go here, we'll go to that ant hill and give milk to the Lord Vishnu. So then Lakshmi Devi, in the form of one lady, she goes to this Chola kingdom, and then she sells both cow and calf to the king. And then cowherd person who is taking care of those cows, he comes to this place of grazing. And when this place, all the cows come, especially this cow gives all the milk to the Lord. And after going back, all the cows give milk, but except this cow. And he becomes surprised, what is happening? Something, mysterious thing is happening with this cow. And he carefully observes next day. Exactly at this spot it comes. And then he gives all the milk. He becomes very angry by seeing that. He is having one axe and is about to hit the cow with axe. So by seeing the situation, Lord comes out to the ant hill. And then, so by seeing Lord, the cowhead person, he drops his axe and falls down and dies immediately there only. So, but Lord blesses that every day, even now every day, first darshan, one cowhead family comes actually, and they take cow. First darshan, will be that cow, and then that person will do, and then all other people starts. Okay, that person who tried to hit the cow with axe, that same family descendants are still are there, and that's how they do the service. And then by seeing that situation like that, king comes immediately, and then Lord becomes angry and king also. He curses, you will become demon. Then king falls at the feet of Lord and asks forgiveness. I don't know all these things unless unknowing it happened. Please forgive us. Then Lord becomes pacified and he tells that, so next life, I will marry your daughter. he gives that boon. So the Chola king, he becomes Akash Raja in his next life, and he rules the same area. And then he's having one daughter by name Padmavati Devi. Padmavati Devi, very beautiful she is. And then one day, Lord Balaji staying here in the house of Vakula Devi. Vakula Devi is not actually since he comes to this place, and then she's the ashram of Vakula Devi, and then takes shelter and considers her as his mother. That's how Vakula Devi becomes his mother. So he also staying at this place only. Then one day he comes to know that one elephant came and then spoiling the various places in the forest, and then he wants to chase. When he's chasing, elephant is running away by seeing the Lord, and it runs and goes into the garden of the Padmavati Devi, the king's palace. And by seeing that elephant, all are horrified. Everyone running here and there, and it is coming towards Padmavati Devi. That time Lord comes before that elephant. Elephant immediately falls at the feet of the Lord and then goes away. See, she is seeing all these things. What a wonderful, warrior he is. So powerful and so beautiful also. And she also falls in love with the Lord. Then who is he? He is looking very beautiful. I want to marry him, like that she is thinking. Then Nardamuni comes, and he comes to the palace of Akash Raja and tells that your daughter will marry Lord Narayana only. So she is so fortunate girl. He becomes very happy by that. And then Sukamuni and then many people tell same thing to him. So then like that one day king fixes marriage with the Lord Srinivasa, and marriage is about to happen. For marriage, king is having lot of money because king is very rich. He's having lot of money, treasury is there. But for Balaji, he is just a person forest. He's not having Lakshmi also. Lakshmi Devi is in Kolhapur. So no money currently. Then how to perform marriage? From boys are also some expense will be there, no? That to king is he's marrying princess. So much expense will be there. It is said that the Lord goes to Kubera and asks for money. And Kubera asks, how will give back my money? So then he tells that, no, you don't worry about it. In future, my devotees will come for my darshan and they'll give lot of money. So I'll pay you back. So up to now, Lord is just paying interest only, it seems. Not actual money. It's only interest, not principal money is still pending only. So it's a pastime of Lord. Lord performs various pastimes for all of us to remember him and thus purify him. Come for darshan like this. And then you see now every day it is said that at least 60 to 70,000 people come for darshan on normal day. On normal day. If it is a weekend, it crosses lakhs also. The most visited temple, visited religious place in the entire world this is. Srinivasa Govinda.
Govinda.
So that's how many people come here for darshan of the Lord, and they're getting blessings also. And then why Lord perform these pastimes and what purpose temples will be there? So it is said, Prabhupada says, it's the opportunity for the devotees to have association of God and association of devotees also. Prabhupada says in famous quote, I'm establishing centers everywhere across the world to give people opportunity of associating with devotees. Thus, they will learn how to live peacefully, happily, and good health, and all good qualities based on God consciousness. By association, you will get all these things. There is one devotee is there in Kanchipuram by name Hastagiri Anna. His name is Hastagiri Anna. So by the mercy of Lord Varadaraja of Kanchipuram. You know Varadaraja Swami, anybody went to temple in Kanchipuram? Attivaradar. Very few. It's the most famous temple in Kanchipuram. So by the blessings of Varadaraja Swami, he bought to his parents. Then he was sent to Gurukula. He is very intelligent and also very, very humble. He is actual embodiment of all kinds of Vaishnava etiquettes, Sadachar, how to talk to Guru, how to respect devotees, everything he knows. Okay? And then very intelligent also. He learns things very quickly. And that's how things are going on. And Guru was very much satisfied with his service in the Gurukula. And is proud that he's having this kind of disciple with him. And one day, one Acharya comes of Shankaracharya Parampara. He comes from somewhere in the North India. He comes to Kanchipuram. The purpose of visit to Kanchipuram is to have debate with the Vaishnavas and defeat them. If they get defeated, then they have to accept Shankaracharya Parampara. They have to give up Vaishnavism and they have to become the followers of Shankaracharya. Then he comes and challenges the Acharya, under whom this Hastagiri Anna is learning. He's a very small boy then. Maybe some 13, 14 years will be there approximately, around that much age, that's it. And then the Guru is considering this all waste of time discussing with this kind of people unnecessarily. And then he gives one date also. By so and so date you have to come to me. Otherwise you have to accept you're defeated. And date is approaching, and many people in the ashram, they're all in anxiety. And he comes to know. And he tells to Acharya, I will go. Then Acharya gives order, you go. And he goes to the king's court, and then there that person is sitting there. And he thinks, this small boy, I'm a great scholar. I know all the Vedas, everything. Why this small boy has come? Then he says, no problem. You please ask me whatever you want. First he asks some basic questions. And he answers wonderfully. Then he becomes surprised. Then he asks advanced questions, everything. He answers, and then finally that person gets defeated. And there is a great celebrations in the Kanchipuram.
Haribo.
That person becomes Vaishnava. Okay, who came to defeat the Vaishnavas. It is exactly everybody remembering Yamunacharya. Yamunacharya is the guru of Ramanujacharya. He also defeats at a very young age, one great scholar like that. So then some years passed by. Then he wants to come to Tirupati. For Kanchipuram, he wants to come to Tirupati and serve the Lord Venkateshwara, because he's having so much attraction, love towards Lord Venkateshwara from childhood. So then from the service of Lord Varadaraja, he comes to Tirumala. And in Tirumala, he takes up one service. He has to bring water from Akashaganga every day for the Lord's Abhishekam. Afternoon for the Lord's pujas, and evening and night time as they use. They bring one part of water. So then he has to go by walk. Tomorrow we'll go to that place. They still, the tradition is that they go by walk and brings that pot of water. In the forest they walk like that. So one day, when he's coming, he meets one more devotee. And they started discussing about Lord pastimes and about pure devotees. There's one devotee is there by name Manaval Mahamuni. He's actual incarnation of Ramanujacharya. That's what Sri Vaishnavas tell. So discussing about Lord is pure devotees like that. Totally engrossed in discussion and forgot to take the water. In Bhagavad Gita, yes, Krishna tells one sloka. It is in 10th chapter, 9th verse. In Bhagavad Gita, 4 slokas are there. Sloka 8, 9, 10 and 11. If you understand these 4 slokas, it is said that you will understand whole Bhagavad Gita. They are called the Chatusloka Bhagavad Gita. So I'll tell this sloka, please repeat after me. Madchitta,
Machita,
Madgata,
Madgata,
Prana,
Prana,
Madchitta, Madgata, Prana,
Machita, Madgata, Prana,
Bodayantaha,
Bodayantaha,
Parasparam,
Parasparam,
Bodayantaha, Parasparam,
Bodayantaha, Parasparam,
Bodayanta, Parasparam,
Bodayanta, Parasparam,
Katayantascha,
Katayantascha,
Mam Nityam,
Mam Nityam,
Katayanchascha Mam Nityam,
Katayanscha Mam Nityam,
Katayantascha Mam Nityam,
Katayantascha Mam Nityam,
Tushyanti cha,
Tushyanti cha,
Ramanti cha,
Ramanti cha,
Tushyanti cha,
Tushyanti cha, Ramanti cha,
Madchitta Madgata Prana,
Machita Madgata Prana,
Bodayanta Parasparam,
Bodayanta Parasparam,
Katayantascha Mam Nityam,
Katayantascha Mam Nityam,
Tushyanti cha, Ramanti cha.
Tushyanti cha, Ramanti cha.
The thoughts of a pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are surrendered to me, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss, enlightening one another and conversing about me. So here Lord is telling about association with devotees. So what they do, that the pure devotees, their thoughts are fully, they'll think of Lord only continuously. What do we think generally? Continuously, what do we think? Do we think Lord 24 hours?
No,
Huh? How much time we think in a day?
2 hours.
1 hour, 2 hours. Who is that? Ah, wonderful. Even chanting time also don't think of Lord. 2 hours of chanting, but thinking is somewhere. Mechanical chanting many times. So very rarely for some time we think of Lord. How much you have to understand by yourself. I told some hymns, chanting also don't think of Lord. That means how much time you actually think of Lord, you can understand by yourself. But pure is not like that. They think of Lord continuously, 24 hours. Even they sleep also. They dream about Lord. Before sleep, what kind of books you read, or what kind of thoughts you have. Night time also, that thoughts only run in our mind. If you are seeing mobile, today morning one of our devotees telling, probably yesterday night we had accommodation in dormitory. It's very nice, it's comfortable. but all are turning on lights. And what they are doing? They are looking into mobile. And what they see, I don't know. You all know very well. So, and then they sleep. We came to them. We want to, at least when we are here, we want to engross ourselves in the thoughts of Lord. Even then, we are seeing the mobiles. And you're sleeping with that kind of consciousness. And you'll think of that only in night also. Cinema, cricket, politics, these kind of things only. So especially before sleeping, better read Krishna book, Prabhupada says. Better read Krishna book every day. It's the 10th canto of Bhagavatam. Wonderfully, in stories form it will be there. Okay. Or at least to hear some lectures of Prabhupada. With that conscious sleep, at least night 6 hours or 7 hours what you are sleeping, you will think of Lord. Little bit sense control is required. Night time very dangerous. Senses becomes uncontrolled. No work is there. Idle. So automatically mind goes to something else. Have little bit control on mind. Read or at least hear some lectures of Srila Prabhupada. That will be great purification. So, but pure devotees, they don't require all these things. They'll be thinking of Lord always. What kind of service I can do? How to decorate Lord. And then how to preach Krishna consciousness. This is their thoughts always. And Leelas of Lord, they'll be thinking like this. And then their lives are surrendered unto me. Totally surrendered to Lord. And what they do, they derive great satisfaction and bliss, unliking one another and conversing about me. So they discuss about Lord's pastimes. They discuss with each other. And by discussing like that, they derive great pleasure. Tushyanticha ramanticha. They require great pleasure. Derive great pleasure out of it. So this is what the devotees. That's the purpose of association, to discuss the Krishna Katha, not the Gramya Katha. So when you come together, just remember how many times we discuss Lord's pastimes, how many times we discuss Krishna's pastimes when you come together with your friends. Except that we discuss many things. At least when you come in devotee association, what kind of discussion you will be having? At least in devotee association, do you discuss any time Krishna Katha? What do you discuss generally? ప్రసాదం ఎలా ఉంది, ఈరోజు మెనూ ఏంటి మంది? ఓకే, సో దిస్ వన్ ఎక్సైటింగ్ టాపిక్. So and something small things, but Krishna Katha you have to discuss. So that purifies us. That association gives inspiration for us to practice Krishna consciousness every day. At least one point, if you discuss with the devotees, that points, if that gets implanted in our heart, that gives inspiration for us to practice Krishna consciousness. It's like fuel for the engine. You have Mercedes-Benz car that requires petrol to go. You have similarly Krishna consciousness like a Mercedes-Benz car. You require association to properly practice it, to take the opportunity and then purify yourself. Association carefully, we need to discuss about Krishna Katha. That should help us to progress in Krishna consciousness. So in that association should be there. In our devotees also, if somebody is discussing anything other than Krishna consciousness, better go away from there. Don't associate with that kind of people. You clearly put a notice. If you want to come to me, come for Krishna Katha. One boy in on folk hostel, he kept outside his door once. If you have to come to my room, come for Krishna Katha. Nothing else. Okay, so that's good. You should be discussing Krishna Katha. So wherever you are, you please come to temple regularly, at least weekly once, to nicely participate in Krishna Sankirtans, to participate in the discussion on Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. And then Prasadam also very good. And then all these things. Weekly once come to temple. That gives inspiration for us for the whole week, and beyond that also to practice Krishna consciousness. In Kali, impossible to practice alone. You cannot practice without having association. It's impossible. Kali, this is Kali Yuga. Everywhere Kali is there. Inside also Kali is there. Mind also Kali is there. Okay, so you should come out of that by devotees association. So best thing is, you can be in folk residencies if you are nearby. Even though you don't want, devotees will inspire you. If you don't hear, devotees will more inspire you also. Naturally you will practice Mangalarati and then chanting, Bhagavatam class, Prasadam, service. It happens automatically. Everything happens automatically. But if you're outside, waking up Mangalarati itself is difficult morning. You wake up, other room person is nicely sleeping. By saying him, you also sleep. It will be 10 o'clock. And 10 o'clock, if you wake up, you'll run for the office, that's it. There's no chanting, there is no darshan of Lord, there's no prasadam. It goes like that life. So choose to stay in folk residencies if you are nearby. If you are far off, at least come to temple weekly once. And whenever the association, discuss Krishna Katha, which makes you progress in Krishna consciousness. About service, all these things you discuss. Other than that, other discussion you just give up. It's simply even after great opportunity also you are utilizing the opportunity. okay, any doubts, any clarifications about association of devotees? All of enjoying the yatra?
Haribol!
This was the power of association. If an association will come to yatra like this and enjoy, somebody was telling, he performed in home for some relative marriage, it seems. He spent some lakhs of rupees. After doing all that, some marriage means something else will be there. It's all, people are not happy in the home. He's not happy. But he's telling, I came to yatra with devotees. That time we went to Bhadrachalam. Just some 500 rupees yatra that was. And he came and then he's so happy. He's telling, this is the power of association. I'm full happy by being with the devotees. Okay? So if you want to experience the spiritual bliss and then as you progress, this is Susukam Kattumagayam. There's no difficulty. Susukam. This path itself is Susukam. You'll nicely practice Krishna consciousness. Anandambudhi Vardhanam. Ocean of happiness. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells. Krishna consciousness is like that. Provided if you practice it properly. So you'll enjoy life and you'll also advance, you'll go back to Godhead. So that is the power of Sadhu Sangha. By this kind of Sadhu Sangha, you will definitely reach the goal back to Godhead. Sadhu Sangha, Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoya. Even if you have momentary association with pure devotees, that is enough. You'll get all the siddhis, all the perfection. Okay, so we have such great devotee Srila Prabhupada, associate with Srila Prabhupada, and associate devotees also. And then, lastly, we'll enjoy Krishna consciousness and then we'll reach our ultimate goal. That is go back to Vaikuntha. Okay, so with this we'll conclude here. Sri Venkateswara Swami ki
Jai.
Padmavati Devi ki
Jai.
Tirumala Tirupati Dham ki
Jai.
Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Haribol!